Hello everyone, magandang araw po sa ating lahat. So today I am going to give you some tips on how to give good voice performance para po sa inyong mga videos. So there are four elements that I'm going to discuss with you, and these are audio clarity and volume, pacing, vocal tone, and inflection. And the fourth one will be pronunciation and enunciation. So let's start with audio clarity and volume. So ito po ang most essential parts of good or great audio because it involves two components, clarity of voice and volume control. So in audio clarity, it is important na ang inyo pong pag-deliver ay hindi fuzzy or muddy because it will be difficult to understand. Ibig sabihin ko po ng fuzzy or muddy, yun pong inaudible. Hindi po siya clear sa pandinig ng mga nakikinig. And also, kasi po kung ganon ang mga klase ng boses na meron tayo, it would mean that your audience will be distracted. They will be unable to absorb the information that you would like to convey. And at the same time, hindi nila maiintindihan kung ano ang gusto nyong sabihin. So you will miss the opportunity to convey to them what you would like to say and what you would like for them to learn. So let's start with audio clarity and volume. So ito po ang most essential parts of good or great audio because it involves two components, clarity of voice and volume control. So in audio clarity, it is important na ang inyo pong pag-deliver ay hindi fuzzy or muddy because it will be difficult to understand. Ibig sabihin ko po ng fuzzy or muddy, yun pong inaudible. Hindi po siya clear sa pandinig ng mga nakikinig. And also, kasi po kung ganon ang mga klase ng boses na meron tayo, it would mean that your audience will be distracted. They will be unable to absorb the information that you would like to convey. And at the same time, hindi nila maiintindihan kung ano ang gusto nyong sabihin. So you will miss the opportunity to convey to them what you would like to say and what you would like for them to learn. So, ganun din po yung volume. Do not make the sound or the volume of your voice too low because that would be difficult to hear. And then wag naman yung pong too loud because that would cause annoying distortion. So the next element is pacing. So meron pong mga sobrang bilis magsalita na para pong excited siyang magkwento ng kwento pero in the end po hindi rin siya maiintindihan. Kasi po sa sobrang bilis, hindi po alam ng listener what hit them or what is it all about. So in the end, they will ask, ano daw sabi niya? Hindi po ba parang napaka-useless or naging useless naman po ang ating pagsasalita kung sobrang bilis ng ating pacing na hindi naman tayo naiintindihan in the end. So same thing rin po, wag naman tayong sobrang bagal na parang inihihelin nyo na sila hanggang makakatulog na sila. Then yung mabagal na parang feeling nung nakikinig sa inyo wala pang katapusan. So kailan kaya matatapos yung sinasabi niya kasi ang bagal-bagal niyang magsalita. So ang good voice performance has a natural and deliberate pace. So it is important to have a script because you can practice before you record. and that will help you speak clearly and naturally. Doon po sa pacing, kasama din po yung pag-pause nyo. Occasional pausing. Like what I always say, pakirespeto naman po ang mga comma at mga period. Meron po silang purpose kung bakit sila nandoon. So if you see any commas, pause. Then when you see periods, stop for some few seconds. Kasi po those breaks will enable your listeners to process the information that was just delivered to them. The third component or element is the vocal tone and inflection. So this refers to ensuring your voice or you speak in a natural and pleasant manner. So you have to be friendly and be engaging, but not too much that you sound fake. So be friendly, be conversational, okay? So para po mas natural yung pag-deliver nyo ng inyong dialogue or narration. And not monotone na parang robot. Wag naman po yung host kayo ng isang game show. So this is an educational video. The last one, the last one is pronunciation and enunciation. This means that you must pronounce the word correctly, speak clearly and enough for you to be understood. So no mumbling, no shouting over enunciation. So if you think na parang mabubulol kayo sa pagsabi ng mga words, especially yung words na bago pa lang na-encounter or difficult to pronounce, so basahin nyo po ng basahin, ulit-ulitin nyo pong banggitin hanggang masanay na po kayo doon sa mga words na yon. Just like just like us before we do the recording. To get away of those cobwebs in our tongue, we always practice our tongue with this exercise. You know, you say, "Rrrr, rrrr, rrrr." So you will notice natatanggal yung mga cobwebs or mga agyo, yung mga agyo nyo sa mga dila nyo. You can easily pronounce some words that are difficult for you to pronounce. And let us also be conscious on the way we pronounce, right? Especially those words which start with T or F, B or V, because sometimes we interchange those. So it is important that it is accurate in pronouncing the words, or else it will distort or distract our listeners, and then they will focus more on how you pronounce the words rather than the message that you would like to convey or share with them. So, with a minimizing on the use of S or the fillers like something like those, because it could distract our listeners. So, it is important that you keep on reading and reading your script or any words that you think or any document that will help you read or pronounce the words or enunciate the words more clearly so that when you will record, you will have no problem to encounter with the way you deliver the messages or dialogue. So, for you to be able to achieve audio clarity and volume, pacing, vocal tone, and inflection, as well as pronunciation and enunciation, we should find a quiet place to work, right? Walang distractions or walang tilaok ng manok, walang kahol ng aso, or walang biglang magsasabi sa iyo na inuutosan ka na gawin ito or gawin yon, because we might encounter them while we are having our classes or having that recording, and suddenly someone will enter our room and immediately talks to us. So it is important that the place you are going to have the recording is quiet, no unnecessary noise, and also listen to your voice and record like first 60 seconds or 1 minute then. After recording for a minute, stop and listen to your voice, how clear it is, and also the volume. Also, if you have some mispronounced words, so that is important so that it won't be frustrating that when you record for 10 to 15 minutes only to find out later or later on that hindi pala clear yung recording. So, uulit na naman kayo. Sayang lang po yung time and effort na ibinibigay nyo during the first set of recording. Then the last two tips that I would like to give you are first on do enough voice over work. So you keep on reading and then practice your voice because when you work on your voice over, you will be able to know and pronounce the word more clearly and then control the volume and tone of your voice. So it will help you come out your voice performance. And lastly, practice reading your script before recording. So if you need to read this entire script, so you will see those words which you probably might have some difficulties to pronounce. And then so you can practice where your or where to work on when you mumble or where are those lengthy words or statements and then where are you going to properly pause or stop. So those are very important. So this is the last thing that I would like to share. The quality of your script sets the tone for how well the voice performance will go. So it is very important to have an excellent script because that will also help you give a good voice performance. So maraming salamat po and happy writing po on your scripts that you will use on your video production.